Good morning, dear students. This is our second lecture of module first that we started of quantum mechanics course. In first lecture, we studied introductory part. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study next point. The point is wave packet. So first of all, definition of wave packet. Uh, as we already studied, definition of wave packets is the group of waves. So we know that a localized wave function is called wave packet. Now what is mean by localized? Localized means the when that particle is passing through a region of space, that particle is located in certain region of space. So that is known as localization of wave function. So localized wave function is called as wave packet. So another definition of wave packet is the group of waves which all the waves have slightly different wavelength and traveling with different velocities. They interfere constructively over small region of space where the particle can be localized, and they the waves interfere destructively where that particle was not observed. Here localized wave packet can be represented as psi of for one dimensional case, this is function of x and t. For three dimensions, so that is function of r and t. So if we carry out superposition of waves, superposition of wave means we are adding more than one waves. Suppose we are adding two wave, three wave, four, or very large number of waves. So that superposition is done in mathematics by Fourier transform. So by definition, Fourier transform is the wave packet which is given as psi of xt is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity phi of k e raised to I kx minus omega t into dk. So here phi of k is the amplitude of wave packet, and this each and every term here in this expression is represents individual wave. So Fourier transform adds all those waves. So phi of k is amplitude of wave packet. Now at t is equal to 0, so here at t equal to 0, psi 0 means wave function of that particle at time t equal to 0, which is function of x only, that is given as 1 divided by root 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity phi of k e raised to plus I kx dk. So this is the formula for wave packet, and phi of k is Fourier transform of phi 0 of x. Now from this formula we can find out phi of k. So phi of k is 1 divided by root 2 pi integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity psi 0 of x e raised to minus I kx dx. So here we have e raised to minus I kx, here we have e raised to plus I kx. Now to get little bit idea about how these wave packets are represented in space, suppose this is the wave packet for Gaussian functions. So this figure is represents wave function and its probability density, that is mod psi 0 x of square. So psi 0 of x equation is root 2 divided by pi a square raised to 1 by 4 e raised to minus x square a square e raised to I k 0 x, and here we are in this space phi k space. This is in x space and this is in k space. So in k space, when we represent phi of k mod its square, so that also shows this nature is also Gaussian. So nature is not changed in real space and K space. So again in K space, equation that we plotted is written over here. So a square divided by 2 pi raised to 1 by 4 e raised to minus a square in bracket k minus k0 square divided by 4. So this is the case. Next is particle is not represented by single de Broglie wave of well defined frequency and wavelength, but the wave packet is obtained by adding very large number of waves of different frequencies that we already done in Fourier analysis. So mod phi k square dk gives probability of finding wave between the region k and k plus dk. So this is similar as normalization condition. Okay, so here we know that this condition that is equal to 1. So this is for real space, means for position space x, integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity mod psi of x square dx is equal to 1. Similarly this condition holds for phi of k. So integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity mod of phi of k square dk that is equal to 1. Now problems based on this wave packet. So I will read first problem. Two parts are there. A part, find psi of x0 means wave function at x and time t equal to 0 for a Gaussian wave packet. Okay, so that wave packet is given by phi of k is equal to a e raised to minus a square k minus k0 square divided by 4, and calculate probability of finding particle in the region of x lies between minus a by 2 to plus a by 2. B part of this problem is find phi of k for square wave packet. Okay, psi 0 of x is equal to, here two parts are given a and b. So this part is valid for mod x less than equal to a, and this is equal to 0 for mod x greater than a. So first of all we are going to solve this a part. So a part, so first of all we have to find out this a. So a is normalization constant. So by using normalization condition of phi of k, using normalization condition, okay, so normalization condition is integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity phi square phi k square mod of phi k square dk is equal to 1. If we substitute phi of k from given conditions, that is over here, okay, if you take mod of this, so you will get mod a square integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus a square by 2 k minus k0 square dk that is equal to 1. So using substitution as z is equal to k minus k0, if you differentiate this dz is equal to dk, so then above integral becomes, that integral is from equation 1, mod a square integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus a square by 2 z square and dz that is equal to 1. Now using formula of integration, integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus ax square dx is square root of pi upon a. Here instead of x we have here z. So mod a square, this integral becomes root of pi divided by a square into root 2 pi, and that is equal to 1. From this a is equal to a square divided by 2 pi raised to 1 by 4. So this is the normalization constant, and we can write phi of k as, instead of a, here write this normalization constant a square divided by 2 pi raised to 1 by 4 and all these terms. Now we have to find out wave function corresponding to this phi of k. So wave function is psi 0 of x is 1 divided by root 2 pi integration over x integration over k. Okay, so this formula I told you in the previous section. So phi 0 of x is minus infinity to plus infinity phi of k e raised to minus ikx dk. Now from this, psi 0 of x is equal to, if you put phi 0 of k from here in this equation, so we will get this integral. Okay, this integral that we will get, that is represented in equation 2. Now to solve this integral, we are using method of completing square. If you look at this term, minus a square by 4 k minus k0 square plus ikx. So if we write this term as square of this term, minus x square by a square plus ik0x, if you solve this, okay, by using a square plus b square minus twice ab and multiply with this minus sign, and if you subtract these two terms, you will get this term. So again, by using substitution, y is equal to this term a by 2 k minus k0 minus ix upon a, then differentiating this, here differentiation of y is 2y. So sorry, dy is dy, that is equal to a by 2 is constant. So differentiation of k is dk, differentiation of k0 which is constant is 0. Here differentiation of x is 0 with respect to k. So dk is 2 dy divided by a. So if we put this in equation 2 along with equation 3, that is over here, we will get psi 0 of x is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi a square divided by 2 pi raised to 1 by 4 integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus x square upon a square plus I k0x minus y square, and instead of dk we can write this term. So if you solve this equation, I already written all the steps. Okay, so this term is constant, integration of this term is root pi only. Okay, using that formula, so using that we will get psi 0 x is 2 divided by pi a square raised to 1 by 4, this term. Okay, and this is the required wave function. Okay, now second part, probability of finding that particle between minus a by 2 to plus a by 2, that is obtained by integrating above equation in the limits minus a by 2 to plus a by 2. Here that I have written probability, this part is simplification part, so focus on this part. Probability is integration minus a by 2 to a by 2 mod of psi 0 square dx, and that is equal to, by using psi 0x from previous part, root 2 divided by pi a square integration minus a by 2 to plus a by 2 e raised to minus 2x square upon a square dx. So that is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integration minus 1 to plus 1 e raised to minus z by 2 dz. Now here we have put z is equal to 2x upon a. So by using computer integral methods, okay, computing methods, we can solve this integral as 2 by 3. So this is the required answer of our problem. Now second B part is, we have to find out phi of k from psi 0. So here integration, again normalization condition on psi 0 gives minus infinity to plus infinity integral mod psi 0 x square, okay, dx is equal to 1. So if you put this value of psi 0 from given, okay, so we will land up with mod a square minus a to a e raised to I minus I k0x e raised to I kx dx is equal to 1. Now that is equal to mod a square into 2a. If you solve this integral, all those steps I have written over here. So here if you solve for a, that is equal to 1, then a, which is normalization constant, is 1 divided by root 2a. The Fourier transform of psi 0 x is now phi of k is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi integration running from minus infinity to plus infinity, psi 0 of x e raised to minus ikx dx. So this is the formula for phi of k. So we substitute 1 divided by root 2 pi a integration minus infinity minus a to plus a. Here psi 0 of x is e raised to I k 0 x, then e raised to minus I k x dx. If you solve this integral by using this method, okay, so we will get 1 divided by root pi a sin k minus k 0 a divided by k minus k 0. Okay, now we are moving to next point, that is wave packet and uncertainty relation. How the wave packet and uncertainty relation are related. So first of all, we know that uncertainty relation in mathematical form is delta x delta px is greater than equal to h cross by 2. The reciprocal relation between width in x, that is delta x, and k, that is delta k spaces has a direct connection to Heisenberg uncertainty relation. So how that connection is? So for that we are using Gaussian wave packet. So in previous problem we already simplified the term for Gaussian wave packet. So psi 0 of x is 2 divided by pi a square raised to 1 by 4 e raised to minus x square upon a square plus I k 0 x. So this is the Gaussian wave packet, and phi of k is this that we obtained from previous problem. So mod psi 0 square and mod phi of k square, if you plot this and this, I already plotted this in previous figure. Okay, here that figure is, see, so here we can see this is centered at x is equal to 0, means this is having peak at x is equal to 0, and this is having peak at k is equal to k0. Okay, so here we know that they have centered, means have peak at x is equal to 0 and k equal to k0 respectively. Also when x varies from 0 to plus minus delta x and k from k0 to k0 plus minus delta k, then the functions mod of psi 0 of x square and mod of phi of k square is dropped by this factor e raised to minus half. Okay, so that we can, I have written over here. So mod of psi of delta plus minus delta x and 0 its square divided by mod of psi of 0 0 its square, so that is equal to e raised to minus 1 half, and mod of phi of k0 plus minus delta k its square divided by mod of phi of k0 its square is e raised to minus half. So using equation 1, so these two equations, we get e raised to this term is equal to e raised to minus half, and e raised to minus a square delta k square divided by 2 is minus half. If we solve for delta x and delta k from above equation, we get delta x is a by 2 and delta k is 1 divided by a. So if we take product of delta x delta k, we will get delta x delta k is 1 half, and from this equation delta k is equal to delta p divided by h cross. Okay, so since k is equal to p upon h cross, so delta k is p divided by delta p divided by h cross. So uncertainty relation becomes now delta x delta p, so delta x is a by 2 and delta p is delta p upon h cross. So delta x delta p is now h cross by 2. So this is the uncertainty relation. Next point we are going to study is Schrodinger's wave equation. So Schrodinger wave equation, so we already know Schrodinger wave equation is the very basic thing in quantum mechanics. Why? Because all the things are centered around Schrodinger wave equation. So if position of particle is represented by vector r and potential is time dependent, that is V is function of position and time, then Schrodinger equation in 3 dimension for this particle can be written as I h cross delta psi, which is function of r and t, divided by delta t is equal to minus h cross by twice m del square. Here I forgot to represent del square, so here symbol must be there, that del square psi of rt plus v of rt of psi. Now here point to be noted that the Hamiltonian operator will be time independent. Okay, then solution is separable into position and time part, that is psi of rt is equal to psi of r and f of t. Then we get, if we substitute this in above equation, we end up with this equation minus h cross by twice m del square plus v of r psi of r is equal to e psi of r. So this is Schrodinger's time independent equation, and time part solution is f of t is equal to e raised to minus I e t upon h cross, and wave function psi of rt is psi of r and e raised to minus I t divided by h cross. So this equation is valid for time independent potential, and this equation is also called as stationary state equation. Next, probability interpretation. So this is also, we already know how we interpret probability in quantum mechanics. So we know that state of a particle in quantum mechanics is described by wave function, which is function of position and time corresponding to de Broglie wavelength. So psi of rt describes wave properties of particle. So in 1927, Max Born interpreted mod of psi square as probability density. This is very important part. And mod of psi rt square, so this term means psi of rt into psi star of rt into d cube r. This term is probability dp of finding particle at time t in volume element d cube of r. So that particle is located between r and r plus dr. So here this term, from this term, mod of psi of rt square have dimension of 1 divided by cubed root of length, because both these terms have amplitude, dimension, there is no dimension for this term. So this is unitless quantity, because this is the probability. Probability is just a number. Okay, that number having value 0, minimum value, and maximum value is 1. So normalization condition for that wave function is integration over all space psi of r of t mod its square into dq r is equal to 1. So this is the normalization condition. And psi of rt, how to find out this psi of rt is found by solution of Schrodinger equation. Now we are moving to see some simple problems, one dimensional problems. First one is particle in infinite square well potential. So here for particle in infinite square well potential, we are going to study 3 type of square wells. First one is asymmetric square well. Now this type of asymmetric square well you studied at your TYBSc class, so that you can recall from there. So consider a particle of mass m confined to move inside an infinite deep asymmetric potential well. So that potential well is represented by this potential v of x is infinity for these two regions, x is less than 0 and x is greater than a, and this is equal to 0 for x lies between 0 and a. Now classically, particle is confined inside well and moving with constant momentum, which is p is equal to plus minus under root twice ma, back and forth repeatedly in this well, And quantum mechanically, since v of x is infinite outside the region of this, the wave function of particle is 0 outside. The boundary solution, okay, for inside the well. Now here, first of all, equation, Schrodinger equation, d2 psi by dx square plus k square psi is equal to 0, with k square is twice CMA divided by h cross square, and solutions are this solution psi is equal to a dash e raised to I kx plus b dash e raised to minus I kx. Now if we write this as a sin kx plus b cos kx. Now this solution must satisfy boundary conditions. So first boundary condition is that at psi at x is equal to 0 and psi at x is equal to a is equal to 0. So if we use this condition, psi at x is equal to 0 is equal to 0, this condition gives b is equal to 0. Why? If you put x is equal to 0, then this term becomes sine of 0, which is 0, but this term becomes cos of 0, which is 1. That's why b must be 0. And psi of a means when we put x is equal to a, this is equal to a sine ka, that is equal to 0. That gives kn into a is equal to n pi, with n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. And energy En is h cross divided by twice m into kn square. So that is h cross square pi square divided by twice m a square into n square. The energy is quantized if we plot this energy, while classically energy evolves continuously. So this is the major difference between classical and quantum mechanics. The energy between adjacent level is not constant. So we know that energy of n plus 1 state minus energy of n state, if we subtract these two, we will get 2n plus 1. How? If you write En plus 1, so that is n plus 1 square h cross square pi square divided by twice ma square, and En as En square into h cross square pi square divided by twice ma square. If we subtract these two, so that will become n plus 1 square into minus n plus 1 multiply by h cross square pi square divided by twice m. So if we divide this term by En, we will get twice n plus 1 divided by n square. So if we take limit as n tends to infinity of this fractional energy difference, so that is En plus 1 minus En divided by En. So that is limit as n tends to infinity twice n plus 1 into n square, that is equal to 1. So if we put limit as n tends to infinity in this equation, so that will become 0. Okay, so it means that is at the energy becomes continuous in the classical limit. So with this we stop our lecture, today's lecture over here. Okay, in the next lectures we will see next point. Thank you.